Three, two, one. We're live. It is a Friday. It is the Website One meeting. We have Sam. We have Michael. Yeah. So, Michael, did you have any tickets that you wanted to get voted on relating to Website One?
No.
And I don't know if I do either. So it feels like there's plenty to be worked on. Just going to try and get the I wanted to bring up the waffle board, but I guess the recently opened issues would yeah, well, waffle tells me more easily what's going on with that. And so is there, Michael, have you got any plans of stuff that you want to work on Website One, or just even features that have already been voted on that you want to see implemented?
That I guess the bug fix for the API.
Right.
I'll probably work on that.
And do we have a ticket for that?
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know which number it is. It's a recent number.
Include sponsor email and API?
No, it's 1981. There it is. Some of the emails for users in the description are nil.
Right, but that's for me to do. Like, I need to do database. That sort of requires admin.
No, but there's also the case where someone's deleted.
Oh, okay. There's a case where
where the sponsor was deleted.
Right. You mean whether the user was deleted?
Yes, the user who was the sponsor deleted.
I don't think they were necessarily a sponsor in that case. They were just, it's the user who was the user was, they were a user who paid. There was no sponsor involved in the particular
right one. Now they're deleted now.
Yes, so I guess we could sensibly have a vote on that, since it's not voted on. Although with two of us, so this is handle nil emails in sort of this premium API. So I guess we've got two things here. Like, one is handle deleted users, to handle hanging subscriptions with nil users. And so that's my job. I guess I have to do that. And then you were saying you're going to do this, and basically just to, I guess, add some kind of thing so that it doesn't appear in the stream causing trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it should be split into two tickets. But yeah, we can leave that vote open. Yeah, and then I know. So one of the so some background things that have been going on are, one, I've worked this week through all the Dependabot elements so that we're back down to one page of pull requests, and I have got things out onto production for all the ones that were green, and yeah, I'm kind of feeling like we're in a more manageable position. There's not a new Dependabot upgrade coming in every day. The ones that we've got there, some of them relate to particular things that we do need to upgrade, like this devise and so on, because there are security issues and so on. So I'm feeling more positive about that. What was disturbing was that for some reason the latest migration was not run on production. as part of the deploy. Is making me feel a little bit suspicious about our continuous integration system. But the other thing that I've been doing is I've been working through and removing, like trying to remove all of the cruft from the system so that it's kind of there's less stuff lying around to confuse people. So now when we do the unit tests, there's just like no extraneous, there's no pending messages, there's no deprecation warnings, there's not any of this, that, and the other. And I'm having done that for the Jasmine tests and the R specs, I'm now bringing myself on to like try and sort that out for the cucumbers and maybe see if I can kind of try and throw out some of the long-running cucumber tests that seem to be, that then also really slow down getting stuff done. So you can see, for example, there I've added some more Jasmine tests, and that's all clean there. I think I've got and then I did the same for R specs. I'm quite pleased about that. It's definitely further to go, and I'm trying to work myself up to this point of get back into moving the medium editor in there so we can get rid of Mercury and clear the process for the upgrade to Rails 5. But yes, I did manage to get out one minor bug fix as well during the week. My path is somewhat clear. I mean, it's all based around the philosophy that if we can try and make the whole setup cleaner and easier to work with, then that will help us bring on more developers, which I think is one of our priorities. I also created a new draft README following a template on code hospitality, which I have mixed feelings about, but it suggests having sort of walkthroughs of going through like how you would do different things and get them done. And I think as I do things, I'm going to try and provide more examples for that. So I'll just pop this as in the channel for here. Have started a draft of a new README. Feedback welcome. I have mixed feelings about having a history section. That's what they suggest. I worry that will be controversial, but anyway. Yeah, so other things going on. Yeah, I noticed that at the moment, so although we've got the database migration in there for the sponsee kind of to be stored in the subscription, at the moment it doesn't actually, like at the moment it always puts in, like the sponsor is always the user in the current system.
Okay.
So if anybody does take out a sponsorship through the site at the moment, it's not going to give you the information that you want.
Wait, say this again? So, emails for users. Can we explain this again quickly?
Yeah, I can. I mean, I wondered if this is. Let me bring the code up. So if we look at the way that it works at the moment, oh, go on, just go away, that little thing at the bottom. I don't want. I'm pressing the button. Thank you. All right, here we go. Yeah, so at the moment we've got like sponsored user here. But so at the moment when we do that, you've added an extra argument here when we add appropriate subscription that is sort of called the sponsor in this context, and it's got it defaulting here to the user if it's not set. But here it's basically I think, what is detect user here? Is that Interesting. But yeah. So this is where we get the, I guess that's the flag for, no, maybe this. So the current user is the person who's logged in. Oh, I guess no, maybe he is. Okay, so maybe I've misinterpreted it. Right, because if the person is a sponsor, they will be logged in, and this user might be different. And this is okay. So actually, I think that we have established that it's me misinterpreting it. I was sort of thinking, oh right, these two are always going to be the same, but they're not. And
Well,
then go on.
There's a test that we wrote,
Yep.
an acceptance test where a sponsor is logged in and they sponsor another user.
Yep. No, well, I think we've tracked that down to, that's just my misunderstanding. So that's great. No, that's looking good. Sorry, that was it. And then is this ticket, right?
This is to expose the sponsor's email in the API, yeah.
But that's already done, isn't it?
No.
No, it's not. Okay, so this is also something that would ideally be voted upon.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That wasn't done because we hadn't thought of that. I mean, we weren't at that stage.
Yeah, no, you're breaking it into, yeah, absolutely. No, great to get that out. And then now that the information is available, then it could subsequently be exposed. So that's that's all good. Yeah, no apologies there. I was just, now that I look at it again, I see it is doing exactly what you intended there. So this is expose sponsor email in API. Okay. Yeah, so we can leave that in the channel for others as well. Okay, right. So that's moving that forward. Yeah, so I've got various bits and pieces that I want to work on. So one is the cleanup. Two is I'd love to get moving on supporting private events. I guess various things that we've got in progress and ready. But no need to go into them in any greater detail. I guess, unless you've got any other things that you want to bring up about process or anything at all, Michael.
Nope.
What remains is just that we've got two new folks potentially joining in. Both of them are premiums. Aaron signed up for face-to-face. We'll be doing pairing sessions with me. Gail's on premium. They're both, but I think has a fair amount of time to work on the project. He's keen to work on some Rails, and I think is front end things, but wants to go full as well. And so I think both of them are looking for things to work on to get onboarded onto the project. I guess maybe the way forward there is for me to explicitly assign them some tasks to do, which I can hand out. The particular thing for with I'd be talking is introducing some React into the system. And in the session that he and I had earlier in the week, we sort of started scaffolding a little React app. And yeah, I kind of think it would be great first for Aaron to knock off a few simple tickets for website one. And I guess if we get onto the React thing, I've been thinking about the context of the getting started flow and having doing some wireframes of a getting started process whereby you indicated what you wanted to do, and then it would take you through a sequence of steps, a bit like that we were talking about in the design sprint back in the day. And we sort of started scaffolding a little React app, and we ended up actually talking mostly about premium face-to-face and how that all works. Yeah, and I was encouraging Aaron to come to the React session, although we have that today. We're still a bit stuck on how to get all the acceptance testing working as smoothly as we would like. Yeah. Any thoughts on any of that, Michael? No. I guess it's just sort of action items for me. Well, I think probably we can wrap the meeting up early, and I'll just spend time going through and maybe find specific things for Gail and Aaron to start working on.
All right, sounds good.
All right, nice one. Okay, well, have a great weekend, and I guess you'll book a session as well. Hopefully, once we've got the API sorted, it would be nice to kind of, if it feels it was there once the premium thing is data's coming out, it would be lovely to move on to, like I was saying, updating the learning model. Like we actually have had some more signups based upon connections that I've made through the suggestions from the model recently. It would be lovely to get to the situation where the premium API was providing all the latest information, and the model could be retrained on the latest data.
So people have signed up that were being suggested by the model, or?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Which is great. Yeah, good stuff. Well, have a fantastic weekend, and I'll speak to you soon.
Bye.
All right, bye for now.